Stas23 here in today's Knife Therapy. I have two new knives to share with y'all. We have a brand new one coming from Vosteed and a new company for me. We'll get this one at the end. Let's check out this new Vosteed. You get it in that awesome aluminum tin that they come in. And also you have your paperwork, you have your zipper pouch, microfiber cloth, cool patch, a sticker, some swag, and your birth card, whatever you want to call it, your specs card. And this is the knife. This is the new Doberman. Another three-way deployment for Vosteed. They seem to be doing a good job with that. You have your thumb stud. Works great. You have your traditional back flipper. And of course you have the top flipper. Done well, no matter how you want to do it. Now, I do notice when you go to slow roll it this way, you got to make sure your finger's not too close. My hands are medium sized, so, you know, I just got to make sure I go back on it. I usually go with the top if I do use that. Super, super smooth action on bearings. This is a stainless steel inset liner lock. You have a liner inset on both sides. Good lockup. Absolutely no play any direction. Very well done. Sharpening choil right here. Clears that plunge. And you should have a little bit of sharpening life before it starts to widen up back there. Blade steel on this one is 154 cm. And the good thing about this one is they're actually available right now. I will leave links in the description to this. So if you want one, pick it up because they usually sell out pretty decently fast. And I don't want you to miss out if you're interested in this one. This is a bigger knife than, say, let's show you next to their raccoon. Can't wait for these to come back in stock. So as you can see, it's a pretty big knife. Let's see, next to a Ontario Rat Model 1. Let me grab that. Next to the Ontario Rat Model 1. So it's a little bit bigger than the Rat Model 1. You have about the same cutting edge as the Rat Model 1. And probably about the same grip area, but let me come in a little bit just to give you that reference. Let's see, you have a satin finish on this one. These come in 3 different configurations. You can get it like this one with the black canvas micarta with the satin blade. You can get it with green canvas micarta with a satin blade, or green canvas micarta with a black wash blade. They all run $84. I think it's a pretty darn good deal for what you're getting here. 154 cm, like I said before, and I've tested their stuff. It usually does a good job. And this one has nice and comfortable contoured micarta scales, full-size grip there, nice and comfortable. Now, it is a little bit on the narrow side, but it is comfortable. No hot spots that I noticed for my medium-sized hand. And as you can see, I have a good bit of handle sticking out. So this should fit your large, extra large hands just fine. You do have a deep carry, tip up, right-handed only pocket clip. It's not, I'm not going to call it deep carry because you still have that much sticking out of the pocket. Not really the biggest deal to me, but of course I would have liked to see it, you know, kind of lower. Sure, they're prioritizing the lanyard hole. You have flow-through construction, 2 hourglass standoffs. And like I said, very, very good action. Look at this. Whoop. Super, super smooth action. I mean, pretty much every Vosteed I've gotten had spectacular action, good lockup. Yeah, very nice. I've been able to do some limited testing with this because I'm still in a whole bunch of pain. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. I didn't want to go today because today's my birthday, people. So I decided to go to the doctor on Tuesday. You have pretty much a full flat grind. It's kind of like a slicer grind. You do have a little bit of flat back here in the back, but up here's all the way to the top. And consistent, even satin finish. Decently thin. You know, it's going to slice pretty darn well. If you want to choke up, you can do that like trigger choke up on it. But so far, everything I've cut with it, it performed really nicely. And soon as I am better and I'm not, you know, in excruciating pain anymore, I will do my full review and testing of this one if they're still in stock. Try not to bring you some of the models if they're not available. That's why I'm holding some of them that I have, because they're not available right now. But they do have a lot of stuff coming up. I got one that's pretty darn exciting, I think, and I can't wait to be able to share that with y'all. So this one is a new one from Vosteed, the Doberman. Like I said, if you're interested in this one, I will have a link down in the description if you want to pick one of them up. You probably won't be disappointed. If you like the overall aesthetics of it, you know they're doing everything very well on this one. Perfectly centered there. Yep. Oh yeah, and you have a nice copper colored pivot collar. Just overall classy looking knife. So this next one is a new brand for me. I found them on Amazon, and I was gonna do an Amazon knife of the month pick, but I wanted to try to get this out to y'all because I thought it was a pretty interesting knife for the money. It comes in this zipper pouch, and you get a microfiber cloth, and I think, yeah, that's it. So nice little pouch there if you're into that, and it looks like a nice full size, oh, and a tool as well. And it looks like a nice full size microfiber cloth. And let's check out this knife. Now, they just gave their brand a name, so the knife doesn't have a name yet, but I will have a link to it down below. So this is the knife. And this is coming from the new brand, or new branded name. It's called Remiti. And I'd seen one of their titanium crossbar lock knives that looked very interesting, so I decided to check this one out first as a budget offering. This right here has a beautiful drop point blade. Love that blade shape. Nice low tip right there, right in line with that pivot. Excellent, so you don't have a super huge belly. This is going to be your jack of all trades type of knife, just like that Doberman I just showed. Now this is a more medium-sized knife, fits perfect for my hands. I get a nice 4-finger grip, and I still have some left over there. You have dual deployment on this one, nice and smooth action on this one, riding on bearings, ceramic bearings, and a ceramic detent ball. The price tag on these is $40. Blade steel is 9CR18 MOV with a satin finish and green peel ply G10 scales. Also, it comes with, you can also get it with a black blade and black G10 for that murdered out look. You do have a small row of jimping. I'll call it medium traction, but I kind of overshoot that whenever I'm doing my cutting. So far, the ergos were good. Now you are kind of forced into a position because of the finger grooves. They happen to fit my hands very nicely. Let's get a quick size comparison with the Ontario Rat Model 1 and 2, just so you have an overall idea. Here's the Rat Model 2, and here's the Rat Model 1. So it's going to be right in the middle of those two. Perfect size for me. That's my perfect EDC size. I would have to say that it's probably a 7-inch knife, somewhere in that range. And that's probably my favorite, size knife to carry is a 7-inch. Let's bring that raccoon back out. This is another good size here. So the raccoon's, I think, maybe a little bit over 7. I don't know, but these two are very similar in overall length, except the raccoon just a little bit longer, but you have more cutting edge on the Remiti here. What else did it's a liner lock. You have good access to that liner because it is cut out right here. You do have a small chamfer, so it's not sharp at all. Good access. Thumb stud deployment, very snappy. Flipper deployment, very snappy. And nice drop shot action. Perfectly centered. Your pocket clip is done well. You got a nice deep carry, tip upright, hand carry only clip. But it is inset into the G10 and countersunked hardware. Awesome job. You don't have to worry about anything snagging on there. You don't have the biggest lip, but I had no problems getting it in my pair of jeans and my shorts, so it's perfectly fine with me. The texture on the G10, Peel Ply G10 is grippy enough. I call it medium traction. Perfect. I don't like it to rip up my hands anyway. Blade's nice and slicey. You have a high flat grind on this one. Comes down to a reasonably thin edge. You do have a sharpening tool that barely clears that plunge, but I would have liked to see them bring that out just a little bit more, because you can see on this side how it is starting to widen up in the back right there. But at the price point, I can forgive that, because that's something I could easily fix with a Dremel. So far, they piqued my interest. $40, I think, you know, at that price point, you're getting a lot for your money here. You get nice countersunk hardware right here. I like those panhead screws. If you're a lanyard guy, you get a big lanyard hole there. 2 standoffs in the back. Semi-polished liners. You do have some nice weight relieving in there. And this is a fairly lightweight knife. Let's check this one out on the scale. And I'll bring that Doberman back out if y'all want to get a weight on these for everybody who likes that. So we'll go first off in grams. So 99.6 grams, and ounces, 3.5 ounces. So perfectly okay. And let's check out that Doberman real quick. 3.4 ounces. That's pretty amazing, because this is a much bigger knife. So they did a really, really good job with that. Both knives, both knives have really impressed me. This one, of course, you know, Vosteed, we know that they can produce a quality knife. And this new brand, Remiti, I am interested to check out more. Hopefully, I can check out that titanium crossbar lock knife pretty soon, because it's a very interesting one. I've almost picked it up a few times off of Amazon, but I had other things that came up at the time, so I really couldn't go for it. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. Hope everybody has an absolute amazing day. I'm going to celebrate my birthday. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.